Hey, good morning, or whatever it is for you. I'm going to be a little informal on this one. I want to go over Chapter 1 with you so that you could do the best you can on your quiz and on your quick write. So we're going to talk about photography a little bit as I go through the book with you for a couple minutes. In this course, I can't be showing you clips all the time. We're not meeting, 3 times a week to discuss these things. So I recommend that you read the captions really, really carefully. Pretend that you're watching a clip in class and that the words of the caption are the words of the professor trying to point these things out to you. Maybe you didn't see the movie. You probably didn't see more than half of these movies. But you're going to have to take an interest anyway. Don't just read the captions on the movies that you care about, because in these captions you're going to have this example that's going to explain the use of photography to you. Raging Bull is a perfect example. This is on my page 10. Raging Bull is a perfect example of something that at first watching you might think is just realism because it's black and white, because it's about a true guy, but it's a pretty formalistic movie in that the lighting, the slow motion, whenever you see slow motion freeze frames, whenever you're conscious of the camera, then this leans toward a more formalistic movie. It doesn't matter what the content is. When you're looking at the shots, first of all, let's do angles in terms of high angles. Look at Bonnie and Clyde on page 15. These are examples of a camera at a high angle to make the subject look either entrapped or small or inferior. Right? Notice on the next page the use of a low angle to make the subject look dominating, large, or in power, and that the point of view, the camera uses the point of view of us, the viewer, feeling this way emotionally. Read the caption. I hope this is also in your book, of 12 Angry Men. It focuses on the idea that technique is the servant of content. That's the trick for the entire course, that the camera technique, the mise-en-scène, the editing, all is in the service of content. It's not to be flamboyant. Just the placing of the camera, the choice between a telephoto or a wide-angle lens, these choices are consciously made, or if the cinematographer is that good and it comes second nature, it's almost a subconscious choice that you just know that for that effect you're going to use a wide-angle lens. Know the difference between wide angle and telephoto. This one students have trouble with sometimes. I'm not sure why. A telephoto lens is a long lens. A wide angle lens is a short lens. The telephoto lens actually shortens the depth of field. The wide angle lens lengthens the depth of field. So turn to page 34 and 35 and read those very carefully. And so you will be able to recognize it when you're watching the film, whether if everything's in focus, you use a wide-angle lens on your own camera. Let's say if you want to take a family shot of a long table where the whole family is sitting and you want the people in the front to be in focus and the people in the far distance to be in focus, then you would use a wide-angle lens to keep everybody in focus. If instead it's a wedding and you only want to focus on the couple and you want everybody else to be a little bit blurry so that the couple is highlighted, then you'd use telephoto lens. You'd use a little longer lens, because then you focus in on the couple and everything else blurs out a little bit. The Schindler's List shot is fantastic for that. Spielberg wanted us to get the sense that this wasn't just a little instance of the Nazis rounding up a few people. wanted in this one shot for us to see the massive extent of this horror. So he has everything in focus from the first Nazi soldier all the way down the line, so that we can see the extent of it. Special effects is interesting, and it's getting more and more permanent and pertinent. So make sure that you read that one. Another good caption is on page 42, where we talk about a little bit of mise-en-scène is coming in here, where we're talking about what you're going to put in the foreground, what the cinematographer is going to put in the foreground. Often it has something to do with the content, it has something to do with the meaning of the film. Now, once you feel that you understand Chapter 1 and photography, then when you watch Casablanca, I want you to notice how the camera choices, particularly the lighting, affect the meaning of the film Casablanca. What you're looking at in Casablanca is a pivotal film, actually, in American history. This is where the narrative, where film, where art, one of those times it has an effect on the country and the way that the country goes. Casablanca is something that the generation before mine called the way that we wish we were. It's this dream, not the American dream, but the dream of an America that only fights the good fight. The dream of how we have to give up our personal happiness for the greater good. Casablanca was filmed right before America entered World War II. They weren't sure how the movie was going to end as they were filming it. The reaction of the American public to Casablanca was at a time when everybody had to pitch in, when you had to be willing to give up the life of your loved one or your own life for what they clearly saw as the good of the country and the world. So the film was made perfectly to give that emotion and sense of reality to the American public. So not only is it an amazing love story, but it's an important part of American history. Enjoy it.